Okay, we're live on Periscope, we're live on Instagram, hold on, YouTube, hold on to Instagram. Okay, hello, hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is the Pink Elf in the Room conversation, and what we will be talking about for today is about how life may not be perfect, but you are perfectly made. And I want you to understand what I mean by that is we all go through situations, we all make mistakes in life, we all go through difficulties, we all go through ups and downs in life. But you are perfectly made. There's a reason why you're here because you chose to be here. You are truly amazing. And that is a hard thing for most of us to understand of ourselves. Uh, we beat ourselves up at times because of maybe something we said to someone that we may not be able to take back. Maybe we hurt someone's feelings and we didn't mean to. Maybe people don't like us and have negative things to say about us, and it might feel as though it's scarring to who we are. We go through a lot in life. It's not always perfect, but you have to see the beauty within yourself. This is why it's important for people to know the God and the goddess within who you are. The reason why it's so important is instead of someone allowing you the authority, in a sense, someone telling you how beautiful or how amazing you are or how skilled you are, you have to be willing to see that you're skilled no matter what. That you believe that you're skilled. Not for someone else to believe how skilled you are or anything. Not to ask someone for permission to tell you those things. Give yourself permission to know that part of who you are. And it is not perfect when you are growing in that sense of self. It takes time. It can be frustrating. It can hurt. It can bring a lot of sadness at times. You can feel lonely. But the biggest importance of this is to learn to love who you are and know how beautiful you are and give yourself congratulations. Because one of the things you have to remember, and someone that told me this, was the simple fact that you have to give yourself a pat on the back that you made it this far. If you are watching this right now and you are in whatever situation you're in, you have to congratulate yourselves that you got this far in life. Because for many, that's not the case. For many, they may give up. You may be fighting the good fight, you might be going to where you need to go, and you may feel as though you'll never get to where you say you desire to go, or you'll never get what you desire, the goals you desire in life, but yet here you are, as strong as you are, and constantly growing. Don't put yourself down. Forgive yourself for maybe things you've done, and love yourself for things you feel are horrible about you, because you have to remember at the end of the day, you too are growing. We are all growing in our own way, our own shape, our own form in life. It's not always perfect. It can be frustrating. It can be an hassle. Sometimes you can get angry. Sometimes you can get frustrated. Sometimes you may desire to cry because of the simple fact that you don't think you're going to get with maybe the woman or man of your dreams. Maybe you may be trying to get the goal of getting freedom to do what you desire. Maybe you need income increase or whatnot. And maybe you're having a difficulty with that and you may feel frustrated with that. Maybe you desire to get married. Maybe you don't desire to get married. Maybe you desire to travel. Maybe you simply desire just to be free. And maybe all these things you're going through right now, you may be frustrated trying to figure out how to get to where you say you desire to go. Not knowing where to go, not knowing how to get to where you desire to go, and trying to figure out why you haven't got there. Realize, don't worry about the why and be who you desire. If you desire deeply to have any of those things, if not anything more, it doesn't matter what it is, then be that which you desire. If you desire love in your life, be that love first, because that's what it takes, is being your love first. Because once you're completely satisfied with loving yourself, things like that you won't worry about, and out of nowhere it'll happen. When you desire to be your wealth, see yourself at a higher height of who you are instead of the lower level of who you are. Realize what you are truly capable of, that you can create, that you can make whatever you desire. You won't worry about trying to make funds or paying bills or having the money for this or that, because you will find a way to create it by being who you truly are. If you desire to be your freedom, act in the way of what is freedom to you. Do what is necessary in a sense to free yourself. Don't worry perhaps about the things that might stress you out a lot, but be in observance of them. Take your time to slowly think things through. That's why it's important to meditate. Going within self, to take time to think these things through. Take time to self. Because as you're taking time, you'll know what it takes for what works and what doesn't work to create your freedom of who you are as a person, instead of what someone feels you should be as a person being your freedom. Freedom simply means, in a sense, what defines you. What is freedom to you? It could be simply just having a simple house, simple car, living in a simple place. Maybe it could be living in an extravagant place. Maybe it's just traveling. Maybe it's just partying all the time. I don't know. I don't know what freedom is to everybody, but I do know one way or another it is the will of desiring whatever you so desire and creating. Go for it. Be who you truly are. Do not worry about what other people are trying to be or do or say. Just be you. Love you. Create you. And realize, even when you feel you're not perfect, even when you feel you've hurt people in your life or people have hurt you, even when you feel as though you have nowhere to go, even if you feel you are alone, you're not alone. Life might not be perfect, but you're perfectly made. Smile a lot more. Because if you knew how amazing you are, you would smile. Because anything you feel right now, you have to realize it's not going to last forever. And that is a hard thing for most of us to feel. Yes, in the moment, that might be what you feel at this point in time. You may feel as though there is no possible way to get past this, that This is never going to change. That this is always what it's going to be. It's always this way. But you have to remember things can never last in eternity because the world changes all the time. People change all the time. Ideologies change all the time. And your life will constantly change all the time. So just like a book, just go ahead and turn the next page. Because this too shall pass. Nothing can last forever. Nothing. It's always going to change. Period. Life will always change because we are constantly changing, evolving, and growing. Now, for some of us, that could be into our lowest vibration of who we are. For others, it can be our highest vibration of who we are. It is all a choice of what you are choosing. But just realize how amazing you are, how beautiful you are, how divine, how creative you all are. Realize that you are the gods, the goddesses, and the creators within. We'll end it here. In about 30 minutes from now, we will have our next broadcasting. But to everybody out there, just realize to have a good morning, a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. To everybody, peace and namaste.